AGS Ultimage, brought to you by Essential Oils and Essences. Infuse your environment with their natural Reiki and crystal-infused Yogini Girl essential oil sprays to lift the energy of your space and body. Available in 4 unique scents: invigorating citrus and herb bliss, soothing floral calm, intoxicating and sensual love, and classic clearing. Try one today.
Hey Aries, this is Hal for HES Ultimage, and this is your channeled forecast for the month of January. Hey guys, I do personal readings. If you want one, go to hesultimage.com, spelled just like the channel. They start at just $20. I do them both through email and through Skype, depending on the type of reading. All of it's detailed on there. And that said, let's continue on to your forecast. All right, so this is an interesting one because it's pretty specific, but I mean, there's a silver lining later on. So, I mean, and honestly, guys, a lot of people are having channel. Okay. Um, I'm being told to just channel. Sorry. Okay. I won't get into what everybody else is going through. All right. You will face a big holding pattern, but it will break next month. Okay. So I'm literally getting that January is going to be really annoying for a lot of you, as far as I feel like you're being taken kicking and screaming into a waiting room, and it's like you want to get out of the waiting room and you can't. So you need to just kind of buck up and deal with it. Okay. Right now you are missing what you're like missing different pieces of what you need to keep moving forward, and you're going to be obtaining them this month. So it's not that nothing's happening literally, it's more like nothing's happening when it comes to what you want to actually move forward with. Nothing's like moving forward. It's kind of like you feel like you're just kind of doing stuff and kind of like, you know, going around in a circle almost. But you are getting things from this. That's the thing, but you're not going to feel like you are. Okay. And the pieces will come together to help you be prepared for what you will encounter next, okay? And make you ready, okay? Now, give me a second, okay? I can go into a little more detail about what I was just telling you here. Basically this month, whatever it is that you're meant to be facing in the coming months, you're not ready yet. And some of this is even stuff that you're not even prepared to understand. So you don't even have the stuff under your belt to make you ready for whatever the universe is going to be throwing at you. So the idea is this month in hindsight will be more valuable than it is in the present. And in the present, you're just going to be really angry the whole time about it. I have to be very honest about that. And being fair to you guys, I was born on the cusp of Aries, okay? So I don't pick on anybody, all right? But when I have to tell you something, I need to, and I've experienced this a million times where it's like, you know, sometimes you might not want to hear this in December, but once you're going through it in January, you hear the video and you feel a lot better, okay? Because sometimes we're put into holding patterns and it has to happen. And the only way you really realize why it had to happen was once you look back and go, oh, damn it, that's why I needed to, you know, learn those things or have those experiences. It was because of that. And if I had skipped past them, there was no way I would have been prepared for what had come next, all right? And that's the whole point of January for you guys this month. All right, next. There will be pressure to get by. So I think this month, even in just, okay, I would say ordinary things might make you feel a little more pressured than you would, but you will find that you are where you need to be, okay? So at the end of the day, even though you'll feel pressured or, you know, a little hot under the collar about things this month, you will wind up where you need to be. And this is the other thing that I got. It's not where you were expecting, okay? And this is where it kind of comes full circle to what I was speaking about, but you know, this month I think the unexpected will be coming through, and it might not be what we wanted to happen, or it might even be a small variation thereof, you know? Maybe it's a matter of, you know, you were looking for, okay, hold on, because I have to make sure that I keep them open. Okay, these are just examples and I need to clarify that. Okay, cool. So in one example, maybe you were looking for an apartment and maybe you didn't get the one you really wanted, but maybe you got something that was in a new area and maybe that winds up becoming something much more meaningful to your life. It could be that you're trying out for a certain job and then you get a different job and then that job winds up becoming, you know, what 5 months down the line opens you for a new position in a new company and you couldn't have imagined it. These are all examples, but this is the way that it plays out. Where you're being placed right now is somewhere that you weren't expecting to be placed, but somehow it's better. It could even be, you know, one more random example that you had your eye on one person in love and then you wind up dating somebody else who winds up becoming a big force in your life or directs you into a great direction, basically, or places you into the right kind of direction or a better direction than you could have imagined. All right? All of those random examples, but they are a very good way of showing you how the energy can play out and definitely the exact flavor of the energy that's coming to you this month. All right. Now, moving forward, okay. Okay. All right. If you want to be in your mind, that's okay. So this month I'm also getting, and this is so funny because I almost never see this. This month, I'm literally getting, if you want to spend a lot of time in Logic Land and making the lists and checking them twice, okay, horrible, horrible pun there. I'm doing this in December, obviously. Uh, that, you know, if you want to spend a lot of time thinking things over and thinking and thinking and thinking this month, it's a-okay. And I usually never get that for anyone. So you're pretty much getting free reign this month to overthink things if you really want to. All right, okay, next. If you feel grumpy or punished in some way, because people go, oh God, I must have done something bad to have this happen to me now and all that. It's not real. It doesn't exist. There is no force in this universe that goes, this person gets punished and this person gets a reward. All that there is a bunch of people and situations triggering each other constantly to get us into the next correct position. I want you to think of it as a self-playing chess board that, you know, we make our decisions and stuff, but ultimately we're making them because we were triggered by other things and placed into different circumstances because we were in certain places at certain times. That's what it's like, or like a cuckoo clock that works perfectly. And everything's in its own little place and goes at its own little timing and its own little metronome and its own little dial, okay? Um, but again, if you feel grumpy or that you're punished by something or that you've been grounded by the universe and it's like you can't come out of your room for 1 month, you will literally ruin anything and everything that's going for you. So you can't have that attitude, okay? And I literally got the energy of Dynamite Blasting and like that little cartoon, big letters, kaboom kind of thing. Think of like a Looney Tunes cartoon or the Animaniacs if you're like me, and really like that. Um, but the idea is that you're going to put things up in smoke that are completely unnecessary to do so if all you're feeling is, oh, I'm being punished, everything sucks, life sucks, etc. All right, and now we're coming full circle because I remember what the last part was. This will make you feel like you are dying a slow, slow death. All right, and that was literally the energy. I felt like I was being strangled, and it was a very low, like slow and long process. So spare yourself the drama and live, okay? So just bringing this all together for you. You know, you might not like that you're being put into a holding pattern this month, but it's completely necessary. And not only that, you're going to be placed into a different kind of situation or circumstance that will wind up coming towards your benefit later because you received the pieces you needed for something different, okay? And again, the other part, just live, is the idea that you don't have to create the additional drama. It doesn't actually exist, you know? We place that onto ourselves because okay, because different people learn that we're supposed to believe that there's an inherent morality that judges us or judges, you know, who gets rewards or who gets, okay, to use that Santa analogy again, who gets a lump of coal or who gets a present. You know, at the end of the day, the real world doesn't completely work that way. Okay, we can use our energy towards whatever we can. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But, you know, as far as something up there going, I decide this person is favored and this person is unfavored, that's not a reality, okay? Like, there is no such thing as people getting punished inherently for who they are or inherently rewarded for who they are. You know, wonderful people have terrible things happen to them sometimes, and terrible people have wonderful things happen to them sometimes. It's just the chessboard, guys. But at the end of the day, no matter what happens, or even if you're placed into a space you didn't want to be placed in, and it might even be something trivial and something that doesn't matter a whole lot, but just went against your expectations. You have to just continue to move forward and understand that even if it's not where you expected to be, it will become valuable down the line and it will make you what you have to be and put you where you have to be and make you who you have to become to keep moving forward from there, all right? Okay, so that said, I wish you a great January and I will see you later.